So like I mentioned, this is our quarterly forum updates in Q3 or quarter 3. So we go over everything that we accomplished as a team, any policy updates, and any services from each of our departments. Do have a couple announcements from a few residents. Wanted to make sure I let you all know that our youth IT group will be here at 3 and 4 today, Grand Lobby South. Bring your passwords so they can help you. They don't know your passwords, they can't help you there. And then we will be having the mayor of Clearwater here at 2 in the town hall. So I know we have a nice presentation that Tony and some of the residents are going to be presenting, and he will be here with us for about 30 minutes. So just wanted to make sure we mentioned that. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and move into our updates. So the way it works is I'll kind of go over things that I have been addressing, and then each director will go over that piece. So for me, just from a high level, for policy updates, we had a UKG punch restrictions process that we implemented. That was actually an LCS initiative that we've gotten on board. It does manage the punch in and outs for employee timekeeping, so it's been very helpful. Employee referral policy updates, our motorized scooter policy updates, and we had a woodshop policy updates. For programs, we have had, Regency did receive the Google Review Awards for our portfolio. We attended the DRR and LCS meeting on July 24th at the AC Marriott. That is the Designated Resident Representative. That is the RORO President, Margaret. And that is the OIR criteria that we have to meet with them annually to review processes, annual updates, etc. So that is held by our VP and our regional, and we completed that. We completed, of course, our rate increase presentation. We completed multiple Health Peak visits. Health Peak is our ownership. If you know, we are managed by Life Care Services, but we are owned by Health Peak, which is quite a significant backing for our financial viability. Completed multiple Blue Team visits. You know they have been my partner for 3 years now. Completed our North Building Carpets project. If you weren't here, you know we had a fire in the North Building. It took us 3 years to complete the carpets. Post-restoration of that fire, we did get that completed. We completed weekly Blue Team calls. Those are on every Wednesday. We did begin our 2026 budget season. We completed our CapEx planning, capital expenditure planning for 2026. That is the large projects that you wish and that we need to see. We began that planning. Let's see, we completed our CBRE lender visit. I completed multiple RORO lunch meetings with our board. We did complete services on our robots multiple times now and replacing some of them. We did complete the roofing project in healthcare, lucky you. Not over here, but in healthcare. We completed the remediation of over 200 units and ancillary locations and spaces on our community. I know you felt it the way I did, but it was over 200 remediated units and additional spaces that we did complete. We completed our resident survey for 2025 to be done every 2 years. We completed our OIR execution of our quarterly requirements. We completed our annual alcohol training with our food and beverage team. Yes, we do have an alcohol policy in place, and there's lots of rules behind that. We did complete our Piper File annual assessments for our extinguishers. We completed our 2026 budget presentation in-house and to our regional board. We completed multiple visits with my boss, Sherry, our LCS RVP. We did finally complete the remediation, the temporary mediation of the North Dining Room. As you know, it had a significant flood. We remediated that. We will be going back and redesigning it. We're currently in the process of that now. We did implement and complete our first visit with Pi Architects to get that process going. with remediating those dining rooms, both dining rooms, north and south. We did complete mixed networks where we upgraded our phone system. Not exciting for you, but we were super excited as leadership. We have really great functioning phones now. And we did onboard a new IHS director, Mrs. Shantae. We purchased some of those new wagons that kept going missing, and we put trackers on them. We did prepare some shuffleboards. We did get new headsets for our front desk, and we have begun the elevator refurbishing process. I actually had a call with them yesterday. We are still on track to get all of those, starting with the north elevators refurbished so they are more reliable for you all and all of us. So without further ado, I will hand it over to Sherry Schweitzo, our Director of Financial Services, to give you a financial update on the status of our community. Thank you, Sherry.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Again, my name is Sherry Schweitzo, Director of Financial Services. This is Birdie, my guide dog in training. She's not mine, but I'm the volunteer puppy raiser. So these kind of experiences are actually good training for her, so she's still a puppy. So today, my presentation is our year-to-date results as of September 30th. Our October financials are just coming out today, so our next forum, I'll be reporting on the full year's financials, including Q4. So to begin with, our total occupancy as of September 30th is 92% on a budget of 92.3%, so we're doing very well. I have to say that October results have exceeded our occupancy budget, so looking forward to reporting our results there. Entrance fee sales are 50 on a budget of 45. Refunds, those are not necessarily move-outs, but those are cash refunds due to contract terminations. We're 44 on a budget of 42, so we're a little bit over budget there. So net attrition, that's our cash flow. That's our cash in from entrance fee sales and cash out for our refunds. So we actually have $9.4 million on a budget of 8.3. And you can see the reason for that being higher cash flows because of our higher sales, which is a good thing to have. Total revenue year to date, you can see each of our service lines listed there. We are just ahead of budget by a couple $1,000s. We will be exceeding that by the end of the year due to our occupancy and our controllable expenses. Total wages and benefits, they're slightly over, but that's due to Q3 true-ups. But we're very close to budget and expect to be under budget by the end of the year. In total controllable at the bottom of the slide, we are under budget by $263,000. You can see a couple variances there. Anything in the brackets, resident services and assisted living, those are overages, however, those were captured in billing to residents, so they're really offset by revenue. So you can see how well each department is managing their budget month over month and year to date. Okay, non-controllable expenses. These are items that we budget for, but sometimes they are really out of our control. You can see at the moment we are under by $510,000 and total controllable, we're under by $246,000. But if you look at insurance and taxes, those are under $198,000. We did budget for our Q4 expenses, so that variance will be spent. But still, with the remaining items, we will be under budget. So year to date, total expense is under $500,000. Again, Q4 is going to spend some of these spent expenses just because of timing throughout the year. We have insurance, taxes, and things like that. So it goes to show that at least year to date we're budgeted well for our non-controllables. So overall, our net operating income, our actual as of September 30th is $5.3 million on a budget of $4.7. Our variance is a positive, which is good, $500,000. We may spend some of that due to our Q4 taxes and insurance. But if you look at our margin, it's 21.4% on a budget of 19.3. So again, we're managing our expectations by department, by ownership, and leadership management being operating within our budget. So our financial focuses continue to be managing our controllable expenses. We meet weekly on our department expenses, and we meet weekly to review our labor to manage hours, FTEs, and minimize overtime. So it is a hyper focus by every single director in our community here. We continue to work on improving retention, reducing turnover. Staffing levels have improved. Obviously that ebbs and flows, but we're in a really good space. Don will report more on that. And then we focus on revenue growth, and one of our main focuses is IHS, which continues to exceed year over year on our revenue. And that is my report for Q3 year to date. Thank you. I'm going to hand it off to Kyle, our Associate Executive Director.
Well, good morning, everyone, and happy Veterans Day, and thanks to all our veterans out there. A little fun fact this morning, I'm not sure if you guys have watched the news, I'm sure some of you have, but today is the coldest day on record for November 11th since 1892. So it's been a long time since it's been this cold here in Florida. So a couple fun facts for the health center. The assisted living, our assisted living remains fully occupied, with our census projected to close the month at 25. We still have room renovations underway in our assisted living. So when someone moves out, we are renovating those rooms, doing a full unit turnover, new carpet, new bathrooms, etc. Our skilled nursing maintained a census at 55 for the quarter. Today we're currently at 58 on a budget of 55. We had a case management focused marketing event that was held on October 13th for our case management week. So we held an event at Nice Countryside Hospital, Nice Dean Hospital, and Morton Plain Hospital. Those are our biggest referral sources for our healthcare center, and so we made sure we celebrated our case managers at those hospitals. We had a quarterly Baycare call as a preferred provider for the Baycare hospital systems, which was conducted by Regency Oaks, and we're maintaining good measures on our return to hospital and our length of stay. So one thing Baycare looks at us to be a preferred provider and stay on their preferred provider network is making sure our return to hospital rates are low from our healthcare center and our length of stay is below their benchmark. So their average length of stay is 19.5 days, so our goal is to stay under that, and the return to hospital is 15% or less, and we're currently at 12%. So both under threshold. We had a family night which was scheduled on September 25th. And we had someone present from to represent the Holiday Gift Fund, which turned out to be a really good event. I think that spokesperson went really well, and it helped get the residents and their families feedback and involvement, which was a really good turnout. The community still maintains a 4-star rating in both quality measures and a 5-star rating in our staffing. And room remediations in the healthcare center are completed, and as Lindsay mentioned, the roof project has also been completed at the healthcare center. So that's it for the healthcare center. I'm going to turn it over to Betsy. Thank you.
Thank you so much too. I did receive a lot of messages from everybody here wishing me well. So I received them all. I am still working on getting through all of my emails, my voice messages. So if you've left me any messages, please practice our patience. I will get back to it, I promise. I'm just working my way through it. I have heard a lot of rumors, so I will clarify. It was an appendix that ruptured, so I am just fine now. I'm on the mend. Everything is going very well. So, but I'm happy to be back at work. I missed everyone very much. So again, thank you all for your well wishes. So I have been working on, except for the last 3 weeks, completing those Tuesday Talk newsletters. We continue to hire, coach, and develop the reception and security team. So I do want to take a moment to kind of make sure that as I continue to hire new people, or all of us continue to hire new team members to serve our residents here, that we remember to be polite and respectful to them. Unfortunately, what's happened is as we've hired some new team members, they're met with some kind of remarks are like, well, let's see how long you make it.
Oh.
Or, oh, I'll see if you last longer than the last one. So those comments are not positive. They don't help our retention. It's just not necessary. So, and I know probably they're meant in joking fashion, but again, we have these great new people. We work very hard to hire, and we want to keep them. So, let's try to make sure that we continue to just treat everybody with respect. So, and then I did renew our business licenses. I worked with the fire department to update all of our community emergency keys. I continue to work with residents to perform notary services. I work with residents and family members that are vacating apartments. I have been working on completing a storage locker audit. That is my never-ending task. So if anybody has a locker they're not using or want to give up, let me know. Or if you've accumulated some throughout the years, let me know as well. So, and then let's see. Also, that's security had worked on changing all of the batteries in the doors throughout the community. So there have been questions about if we lose power, will the key fob still work? Yes, because they are battery operated. So that is a task for them to go through and change all those batteries, but it was done and they last for about 2 years. We still do change them every year just to make sure you guys are never locked out of your apartment. So that is it for me. If you have any questions, give me a call.
Welcome back.
Good job, Betsy. Nice to see you back. Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Clem, Sales and Marketing Director, for those who don't know me. And for those who do, it's me again. In Q3, we closed 18 sales on a budget of 17, hosted 6 on-site events for lead advancement and lead generation. And I'm sure you recall, those of you who were here last time, that we talked about the differences of lead advancement and lead generation, people who are brand new and people who are already in our database who we'd like to take to the next level or next step. So that's what the differences in those events are. Hosted 8 small group feedback events. So when we have the larger events, and we're fortunate enough to host them in the Regency Room, we also offer the next week an opportunity for them to come back and see more of the community, meet more residents, and enjoy a lunch in the pub. And that's been very successful. We have also sponsored an outside event for a resident referral program. It was a fantastic event, and it happened to be an interfaith event in the Belcher Road corridor. And so that was a very positive experience for which we've already seen one person returning deposit here at the community. We hosted 1 new business development group for future revenue generation as well. That means that some of you have groups that you're participating in where we have hosted you and your group has decided, hey, I really like it there, and they've decided to come here, and instead of maybe paying a local country club for lunch to meet there, they will be coming and having their meetings here. So we appreciate that, because the more people that are your friends and your groups that are familiar with us, the better your neighbor choices are, because they're your friends. And then we've hosted 1 new business development afternoon delight for resident referral program. We have hired a new marketing events coordinator, Taylor Gibson. Taylor, if you'd stand up. Yay! Most of you have probably already met Taylor. She reminds me of that song, I've been everywhere, man. She's everywhere. She is everywhere. Taking pictures, putting us on Facebook, developing our media, taking it to the next level. And so we really appreciate all that she's done. She's very capable, and she really hit the ground running, so we appreciate her. Welcome, Taylor. And we've also hired Christina Citro. Christina, stand up. Christina hails from California originally.
No.
And, well,
Memphis.
Memphis.
That's close.
I mean, if you're looking at a map that's this big, I was very, very close. Very close. But somehow through California, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, but anyway, she's pretty cool. And she's been everywhere, man. So anyway, welcome, Christina. She's hit the ground running, learning, and now she's getting into calling all the people in the database that she has, which is a tremendous feat. It becomes, it's a big metric to start to learn, and she has undertaken that with vigor. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you.
That's everything for sales and marketing. We are working on our road to 95%, and that goal is well within reach due to this team and your efforts. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dawn Evans. I'm the HR director. We continue to focus on attracting and retaining staff. To support those efforts, we are consistently posting on social media, on LinkedIn. We partner with marketing to make sure our presence is united. We have done a couple of hiring and outreach events. We attended one off-site job fair at the Florida College, creating a new relationship and partnering with Feeding Tampa Bay. Thank you so much for all who are contributing to that food drive. We're really looking forward to handing everything in on Friday. Policy updates, we have a UKG time card punch restriction that was implemented to ensure compliance with labor regulations and to improve payroll accuracy. We have updated the Relias Learning Platform for new dementia training. That's in LCS. We are in preparation for annual reviews and open enrollment. That'll be coming up just next week. We've conducted quarterly all-staff meetings for company updates, events, and recognition. We've participated in the resident survey events. Culture is near and dear to my heart, and we certainly try to keep all of our staff engaged. We've had some great events, the Employee Appreciation Food Truck, the Employee and Family Fall Festival. We did a jeans and jersey day to kick off the football season. We had a milestone anniversary dinner for tenured staff. That was a lot of fun. And of course, we do our monthly fun cards, and we show our respect and appreciation to our employees often throughout the month. We are preparing for our on-site holiday party, and we are doing a monthly review of all resident COT cards. So again, I'll just remind you that we do read all of the COT cards that you submit in the dining rooms and in the mail rooms. That's how we select our Employee of the Month. So please, if you're receiving excellent service and want to recognize any of these employees, that's the way to do it. And I appreciate all of you who have done that so far. Thanks so much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Sensikovich. I'm Darwin Perez's assistant. Okay, as far as maintenance goes, we replaced the south desk HVAC, repaired plumbing on the grease trap and the gastro pump, replaced the board on hydro massage and salon, completed the load bank testing on all generators, completed elevator inspections, replaced the relay and south cooling tower motor, completed the quarterly quick cleaning in all kitchens, completed the annual fire extinguisher preventive maintenance, rebuilt the motor in the south tower, replaced the main water supply valve in R-wing on the 5th floor, completed annual sprinkler and smoke head inspection, replaced 15-ton HVAC fresh air unit on the SNF dining room in the health center, replaced 10-ton HVAC fresh air unit rooftop in the health center, new phone system installation completed, replaced board on electrical panel in the R-wing, completed upgrading computers to Windows 11, replaced motor for jets on the spa, replaced heavy-duty push bar on north lobby, troubleshoot and replaced the sensor on north exterior lighting, completed 14 UTO renovation for new residents, completed 14 HVAC replacement in residence rooms, replaced 15-ton HVAC in south lobby, and finally completed a total of 1,484 work orders. Thank you. I'll turn it over to IHS.
Good morning, I'm Maddie. I'm the office manager with IHS, and this is Shantae. Hello. Since she's new, I was gonna read for us. In July, we did a puzzle flyer and gave away some free hours of IHS. And we hired 2 full-time employees and we hit our NOI margin by 30%. In August, we held a breakfast lobby event, so I hope you came out and had donuts with us then. We hired 1 part-time employee and we hit our NOI margin by 27%. And then for September, we just did some donuts and coffee in the lobbies. We hired Anna as our full-time LPN for medication management. And we also hired Shantae. Yeah. So that's for us. Thank you. Hello, I'm Kelly Clark, I'm your Resident Services Director. So I put together the Health and Wellness show where we partnered with over 15 stations, different providers throughout the community to bring you their services. And we are working with them to bring some educational talks in the new year. We completed our Wellness and Wellbeing Week back at the beginning of October. We had a lot of participation, so thank you for that. We've held the quarterly transition of care discussion. Our next one will be in January of 26. And then, our wellness gold status. So we will be working hard on that for the 2026 year. We were gold status through 24 and 25, so we've got a lot to maintain and bring to the forefront for you. So if you have any questions, please let us know.
Hi, good morning. How is everyone? I am your Program Director, Transportation and Fitness. So for some of our accomplishments for August, we added a Roman Catholic Mass to our calendar every Sunday with a special thanks for the DiMarinos who made that happen for us. We visited 2 museums, Tampa Bay History and Imagine Museum. Just to let newcomers know, if you look on the calendar and there is an S/U next to an event, that means it's a sign up. And go to your trip tables and sign up for those events. We had an additional event during the survey week. We had a cocktail party with one of our favorite entertainers, Jacob Hunt. Happy hour in the pub, pizza party, Grand Lobby South, grab and go, ice cream social. So thank you everyone who participated in that. September, the trips consisted of the Van Gogh and Monet immersive experience. Sam and I had the pleasure of going to that. It was beautiful. It was very well attended. We also visited the James Museum, Pizza Joe's, a Bobby Belcher request, and Trader Joe's. We hosted a drum circle, which was wonderful as well, and we are definitely going to have them back. It was lots of fun. We also had Rich Wilson, a new entertainer, also very good. I've got a lot of good responses to him. David Pedraza, violist, and Louis Bravo. Our vendors, Touchstone, Avon, Studs and Stones, she has all that blingy apparel, and she'll be back as well. For October, another entertainer, Jacob Hunt, John Timpanelli, Peter Small, our historical impersonator. We also had a new DJ. If anyone came to that Friday night DJ party, we liked him. We'll have them back as well. We started a nurses only group and plan on touching other professions. So look for the Monday memo and on the calendar for those. We also went to the Cholula Museum, the Columbia Restaurant, Tampa Straw Center, and the casino, which we're gonna skip for December, just to let you know, and our anniversary party. And I can't not mention the Mystery Dinner Theater. Fabulous. So thank you everyone. That was absolutely amazing. So just to mention for some of the events this month, today, the high school tech team, don't forget to go 3 o'clock to 4:30, Grand Lobby South, our cocktail party on the 13th. We do have a petting zoo, which is coming back on Friday, so please come Breezeway. Bahama Breeze and Supervisor of Elections on the 18th to assist with your mail-in ballots. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Ricky and Dustin from Dining Services. Please, on your way out, help yourself to some coffee and donuts. Sorry that we were a little late getting here, but I had to deal with a little human this morning trying to get her dressed for school. Cold weather clothes. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway, a bunch of things that we have coming up. We'll be doing Bella Row, which is a pizza out in the Breezeway, 11/17, 11/24. We have a food and wine pairing, 11/20. We'll have our Thanksgiving Day menu, holiday hours, and we'll have coffee in the Breezeway for you folks. Volunteer luncheon is 12/3. Very exciting news in the dining room. The left side of the menu on Saturday, we'll be taking off the bistro steak, and we'll be putting carved beef tenderloin on. I was hoping for that response. And then we're also switching out the chicken salad. We're going to try a curry chicken salad. So give it a whirl, please. We'll be kicking off our gourmets in the Regency Room in January. We're going to have a Christmas walkthrough through the dining office. We're in the process of looking to hire an executive chef, thank God. We actually do have a gentleman coming in tomorrow and Thursday, and he's going to hang out with us, and he's actually an LCS chef. He's been with the company, I believe, 9 years. And then also, since it's freezing outside, not really for me, but maybe you folks, we're going to do a chili sidebar at lunchtime and at dinner time in the north and the south. Thank you.
Okay, so at that, make sure it's come up. Okay. So now we can most certainly open up the floor for any questions you have for myself or any of the leadership team. Mary?
I don't have a question,
You're on. It's on.
but I just want to make sure that everyone that's interested in the nursing group, please bring your hat to Judy Valerius so she can take pictures of it and present it at our next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Mary. Any other questions? Miss Maddie, I know you had a comment you wanted to make.
I owe this compliment to Dustin and Rick. I came here, Regency Oaks, in 2015 with only 6 months to live. I had severe cancer and they couldn't do anything more for me. So my oncologist said, go to Regency Oaks. If anybody will give you more time, they can. Their menus are outstanding and their food is so nutritious. I guess, Madeline, you just may get healthier instead of go see God like you're planning to do. So I thanked him and I moved in. And I told our director, I can't move in until I sell my house. He said, well, what do you want for it? That was before COVID. I said, 350,000. He says, it's sold this afternoon. Now get your butt over here, get in here, and let us take care of you, Madeline. I know you think you're going to die in 6 months, but we're going to surprise you. Ricky has a menu here that's outstanding, and you're going to learn very quickly, and I did. Every 3 months I had blood work done, and I went to my primary care physician. He says, what in the world are you eating? Whatever it is, Madeline, you're getting healthier. I've never seen you, and you're not going to die. I don't know how long God give you to live, but God is good, Madeline. Just keep praying, and He will give you good health, thanks to Ricky and Dustin.
Thank you, Ricky. Praise God. Thank you, Miss Maddie.
Just about done. Okay. And I died tonight. I know I got this off my chest. All I can say, God bless you both for being so unselfish and treating us elderly like we were family. God bless. God bless.
Thank you, Miss Maddie.
I eat with the Lunch Bunch every day at noon, and I just want to add to that. The food that we get here is fantastic. The service is outstanding, and we think they're doing a great job, despite the fact they're missing one of the chefs right now. So we wish them all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other questions or fantastic feedback?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Ms. Candy?
We couldn't get through a meeting without your input.
I always do. Candy Muller here, and I'm actually not speaking for myself. There's a resident here who asked if I would speak for her. She's not able to be here. She's a resident who travels with her husband all summer. And her comment, and I will try to quote it correctly, was, "We've eaten all over, and we're so grateful to be back to the food at Regency Oaks." That was always nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. She did tell me that. So we'll look at you, Ricky. Any other questions, feedback, Ms. Robin?
Thank you. Thank y'all. That was a very together performance this morning, and I just, you guys are really rocking it. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Ms. Robin. Appreciate it. Any other questions? We'll let you have your coffee and donuts.
One of you would be coffee and donuts. Two questions. One, Rita Harris, we're recently.
Can't hear.
Put your
mic on.
All right, who replaced Rita Harris in your moving coordinator group?
So our entire team collectively, no, we are working on getting her replacement. But right now we pulled together collaboratively and we are managing that process within our sales team. We're still recruiting for that position.
And the second question was, you're 100% occupied in your assisted living. How many people do you have lined up to fill the vacancies?
You mean a wait list?
Yes.
So I don't have that number right off the top of my head. We continue having a wait list and we manage that accordingly throughout the process.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Ms. Beth?
I just wanted to comment about,
We can't hear her. Put it by her mouth. That's on.
I just want to comment about the entranceway to the south building. I have contacted environmental services, spoke directly with a new manager, and about cleaning it up because it's got a lot of debris. It's the first thing people see when they come to look at the south building. And somehow it hasn't gotten through because it still isn't needed. It needs to be on a rotation, especially when the way it's so windy and there's so much stuff there. I did send an email to Evan, but I don't see him here, so he may not have received it. So.
Okay, so we'll get that addressed. I know you had mentioned that, and we do have a process in place for that in our TEL system, and we'll revisit that. So thank you. Any other questions? Yes, Ms. Diane?
Yes, I've heard that Evan is no longer with us. Who's replacing him?
So Evan is no longer with us. I was going to announce that in Tuesday Talk, not in forum platform, but thank you anyways. So Evan is no longer with us. We are currently recruiting for his position. We do not have anybody in place as of now. So, sorry about that. Any other questions unrelated to that? No? Okay. Well, like I said, help yourself to coffee and donuts. Thank you again for attending. Thank you for all of your collaboration and support, and happy Veterans Day.